Game-changing blunders, the most controversial referee decisions. Imagine a single referee decision changing the fate of an entire game. Some of the most controversial calls in sports history still leave fans divided. Let's dive into the moments that shook the world of sports forever. Number 1. The Hand of God, 1986 FIFA World Cup. In the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal, Argentina's Diego Maradona scored a goal with his left hand, which went unnoticed by the referee. Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal helped Argentina secure a 2-1 victory over England. Despite Maradona admitting the handball afterward, the decision stood, causing an uproar. Many believe the goal was a clear violation, yet the referee's oversight allowed Argentina to advance, ultimately leading to their World Cup win. This incident became one of the most iconic moments in football, as it highlighted how refereeing errors can have a massive impact on the course of a major tournament. To this day, the Hand of God remains a symbol of controversy in the sport. Number 2. Roy Jones Jr. vs. Park Si-hun, 1988 Seoul Olympics. During the 1988 Seoul Olympics, American boxer Roy Jones Jr. faced South Korea's Park Si-hun in the final match of the men's boxing competition. Jones dominated the fight, landing clear punches, while Si-hun appeared to be outclassed. However, despite Jones's overwhelming performance, the judges controversially awarded the victory to Si-hun, leading to widespread outrage. The decision was met with accusations of bias, as many believed the result was influenced by politics or home country favoritism. The controversy became even more pronounced when the IOC did not reverse the decision, and Jones Jr. was robbed of a gold medal. This event is remembered as one of the most disputed moments in Olympic history and raised serious questions about the fairness of the judging system in boxing. Number 3. The Tuck Rule Game, 2001 AFC Divisional Playoff. In the 2001 AFC Divisional Playoff, a controversial call known as the Tuck Rule changed the course of the game between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Late in the fourth quarter, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady dropped back to pass but was hit by a Raider player. The ball was knocked loose, but the referees ruled that Brady's arm was in a tucking motion, thus calling it an incomplete pass rather than a fumble. This decision allowed the Patriots to retain possession, drive down the field, and eventually tie the game with a field goal. The Patriots won in overtime, but the tuck rule became infamous, and many NFL fans believed it was applied unfairly. The rule was eventually abolished in 2013, but the controversy remains one of the most discussed moments in NFL history. Number 4. Thierry Henry Handball, 2009 World Cup Qualifiers. In a 2009 World Cup qualifier match between France and Ireland, Thierry Henry handled the ball during a crucial moment in extra time. The ball fell to Henry's feet, and he controlled it with his left hand before crossing it to set up the winning goal for William Gallas, sending France to the 2010 World Cup. The referee missed the handball, and despite Henry admitting to the foul afterward, the decision stood, leading to widespread outrage, particularly from Irish fans. The controversy sparked a debate about the role of technology in football officiating, with many calling for the introduction of video assistant referees, VAR, to prevent such errors. Number 5. The Phantom Goal, 1966 FIFA World Cup Final. The 1966 World Cup Final between England and West Germany featured one of the most controversial moments in football history. With the score tied 2-2 in extra time, England's Geoff Hurst took a shot that struck the crossbar and bounced down. The referee, after consulting with the linesman, awarded the goal, claiming it had crossed the line. However, replays suggested the ball had not fully crossed the line, making the decision highly questionable. Despite this, the goal stood, and England went on to win 4-2, securing their first ever World Cup title. The Phantom Goal remains a controversial moment in the tournament's history and led to continued debates about goal line technology in football. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got more incredible stories, shocking decisions, so go ahead and subscribe now. Number 6. The No Call, 2019 NFC Championship Game. The 2019 NFC Championship game between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints ended in controversial fashion when a blatant pass interference penalty against the Rams was not called in the final moments of the game. Saints quarterback Drew Brees threw a deep pass to receiver Tommy Lee Lewis, but Rams cornerback Nickel Roby-Coleman clearly made contact with Lewis before the ball arrived, preventing the catch. The referees failed to throw a flag, and the Saints were denied a chance to win the game in regulation. The no call sparked outrage among players, fans, and analysts, leading to public protests and calls for rule changes. The NFL eventually allowed pass interference penalties to be reviewed, though this incident still remains one of the most controversial moments in recent NFL history. Number 7, the Immaculate Reception, 1972 NFL Playoffs. The Immaculate Reception is one of the most iconic moments in NFL history, but it also remains one of the most controversial. In a 1972 AFC divisional playoff game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders, Steelers running back Franco Harris caught a deflected pass and ran it into the end zone for a touchdown. Many believe the ball hit the ground before Harris caught it, leading to debates about whether the play should have been ruled incomplete. However, the referees allowed the touchdown, and the Steelers won the game. Despite the controversy, the Immaculate Reception became a defining moment in Steelers history and is still considered one of the greatest plays in NFL lore, even though the legitimacy of the catch remains debated. Number 8, Super Bowl XL 2006, Steelers versus Seahawks. Super Bowl XL between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks was marred by several controversial officiating calls. One of the most contentious moments came when the referees penalized the Seahawks for holding on what seemed to be a clean play, wiping out a potential touchdown. Many fans, analysts, and even players believed the penalty was a dubious call that tilted the game in favor of the Steelers. While the Steelers went on to win 21-10, the questionable officiating calls dominated post-game discussions. The controversy over the referees' decisions overshadowed the actual gameplay and led to significant criticism of the officiating crew. To this day, Super Bowl XL is remembered not just for the Steelers' victory, but for the questionable refereeing that played a role in the outcome. Number 9, the no-goal 2010 Stanley Cup Playoffs. In the 2010 Stanley Cup Playoffs, a controversial call occurred during a game between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Vancouver Canucks. The Blackhawks scored what appeared to be a legitimate goal, with the puck clearly crossing the goal line, but the referees ruled that it didn't fully cross the line, much to the dismay of Chicago fans. The call led to heated debates as replays suggested the puck had indeed crossed the line. This no-goal decision significantly impacted the momentum of the game, and the Blackhawks lost the match. The controversy surrounding the decision sparked calls for better use of technology in officiating, such as goal line cameras. Number 10, the batting out of order in 1997 MLB. In a 1997 MLB game between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians, a controversial umpire decision arose when the White Sox were called out for batting out of order. The call came despite no apparent violation of the rules, and the White Sox were penalized by losing an out. This rare call disrupted the flow of the game, leading to protests from the White Sox players and manager. The call was later viewed by many as a mistake, and it became a talking point for fans and analysts alike. The controversy surrounding the batting out of order call left fans questioning the umpire's judgment and decision-making, showing how even small errors can have a big impact on the outcome of a game. And that's a wrap on the most controversial referee decisions that forever changed the game. Which call shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into sports history, be sure to check out our other videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.